Ugh. Why do I have so much hair? Oh my god. This is the first time in months that I've worn lipstick, so... Woo! It was just a mistake. Okay. Hello. Welcome to my channel, if this ever goes anywhere. My name's Bailey, and as you can see, I'm very nervous. I'm not used to being on camera, but I wanted to try, because why not? It's 2020, we're in the middle of the apocalypse, so I thought, why not join Booktube, because that's already hell. Okay, I'm going to be trying the Booktube Newbie Tag, so that'll be very exciting. So let's just get started. The first question is, why did you start this channel? To be honest, I've been in quarantine for about 6 months, probably more. I don't really know the proper amount of time. And I would love to interact with people again in a safe way, not with a mask. So I thought filming myself and putting myself on the internet where I can talk to people about my interests would be the best place to start. I wanted to talk more with people, connect with people, and talk about the books that I like, and especially the books that I don't like, because there are a lot of those, unfortunately. I have very, very peculiar taste, and it seems like that'll never go away, so I thought, I have a unique perspective. Everybody has a unique perspective, so I thought, why not me? Question 2. What are some fun or unique things that you can bring to Booktube? Not much. I'm kind of a boring and basic person, but I went to university for 5 years for a liberal arts degree, so I know how to make an argument and make it sound interesting. I have very niche and peculiar taste, so I think bringing that to the table will be fun for some people. I don't know. Question number 3. What are you most excited about in making this channel? I think it's to be able to do something and to post about my life and create a little time capsule of what I'm reading, what I'm doing, and how I feel about it at the time. I think that'll be very exciting to look on in the future when I have a job and a life and maybe my own place, if the world will allow that for me, because it's on fire. I think it'll be very, very fun to create something and share it with people. Question number 4. Why do you love reading? The most important thing is it's something I'm really, really good at. I have been reading since I was 3 years old. I haven't stopped. I've loved reading my whole life. There's the dog. I love reading. I've been reading since I was 3. I've been reading my whole life. I've never stopped. I'm really, really good at reading. I had a high reading level when I was a kid, and now I have a regular reading level as an adult because they don't measure reading levels when you're 23. I really, really enjoy reading. I find it very exciting to go places, do things, become different characters all through words where I don't have to get up and do anything. I just really like it. It's really interesting, and I have a lot of fun reading. Question number 5 is, what book or what book series first got you into reading? I've been reading since I was a little kid, so I'm going to assume that it was Disney fairy tales and little cute little kid books that got me into reading, but my family has encouraged me to read my whole life, so I don't really have one particular series that got me into reading. I've just been reading books. So I will list a few books throughout my life that made like an impact on me. So as a kid, I remember reading the Berenstain Bears, Robert Munsch especially. I loved Robert Munsch books. Dear Dumb Diary as an adolescent, A Series of Unfortunate Events, the Cursed series that I will not repeat, nor will I ever repeat on this channel again. And then in high school, I got really into vampire fiction. As you can see by the entire shelf of vampire books, I am very, very, very into vampire books, and I will read almost any vampire book that I find. So that is going to be something that this channel is defined by, is my very intense love for vampires, most kinds of vampires. So I think vampire books is really what inspires me to read nowadays, but I do have other genres that I enjoy reading as well. So I'm skipping question 6. I don't even remember what question 6 was, but I didn't find it relevant enough to write down to continue. So question number 7 is, what challenges do you think you'll face when starting this booktube channel? I'm gonna say myself. I'm very self-critical. I have very low self-esteem. I'm an introverted person, so I feel like everything I do is bad. So we're gonna have to move past myself. I think I'm my only barrier because everyone else seems very happy and optimistic of what I'm doing, and I'm the only one putting myself down. So we are going to move past that because, no, I'm a worthy person, I think. I think I'll have fun on this channel, and I think my only challenge is going to be me, and probably also my lack of very, very good equipment. I don't have a vlogging camera, I don't have a DSLR, I don't have a good editing program, so it's just gonna be me, my phone, and my brain doing things. So we're gonna move past that, because those aren't that big of challenges. People have gotten more views on less. So I'm excited to move past these challenges, which are me and money. I can't control those. Now, question number 8 is, when did you start reading? And I feel like I already answered that question. I was like 3. I've just remembered reading my whole life. I don't remember a time where I wasn't reading. So I've been reading consistently for 20 years. A fortnight in my lifetime. Question number 9 is, where do you read? I tend to read in my house. That's really all I can do right now. I can't really leave my house, not for very long. I do read outside, but I tend to get easily distracted. So I will read literally anywhere around my house, but I tend to stay in my reading chair, which is my sitting place in the living room, and in also my bed. But with audiobooks, I can read anywhere because I'm just listening. So I often listen to audiobooks while doing whatever. And now the big question, the penultimate question, what kind of books do I read? Well, I've already established my vampire shelf, where I read basically any genre of vampires. As long as vampires are in them, I will try to read it. My shelf above me, you can't really see, has another interest of mine, which is Greek and Roman literature, as well as fiction, modern-day fiction that is based on those ideas. I especially like women's perspectives on those various myths. I also read a lot of young adult series. They typically are paranormal or urban fantasy. Urban fantasy is my favorite genre, I think, especially series. I love most supernatural creatures, so I'm excited to read about them in a modern day setting. That's kind of my favorite thing. I will occasionally go into historical fiction, but nothing too rough. I don't like deeply dramatic, horrible, horrific historic events. I'm more into the time period's culture than the tragedies of the time period. So I do read historical fiction. I like classics a lot. I will read a lot of old books. That shelf is my classics in the old book sense, as well as my classics in the Greek and Roman sense. So, and then I also enjoy what most people call dark academia, but I like to call it academic thrillers, because dark academia is very white based, so I don't limit myself to the tentpoles of the genre of dark academia. There are certain points that they usually tend to follow. I don't really want to limit myself to just the tentpoles of one niche genre like dark academia. I enjoy reading mystery thrillers in academic settings, because I was in an academic setting for most of my life, and I really like school. And so I really like reading about mysteries going on in college or university specifically. So I wanted to end this video with a little bit more about myself. I don't have a lot going on right now, as I am a university graduated, unemployed adult living in the middle of hell. But I'll start off. I have one sibling. I have 3 pets. I have 2 cats and 1 dog, and I love them very much, and I hope you get to meet them. I have a partner of almost 8 years. Oh my god. And I hopefully will put them in this channel too. I'd really like you to meet them. I'm really into K-pop. That's that shelf right there. I enjoy listening to K-pop music. I'm not a huge fan of music, funnily enough, but I do like K-pop. My 2 favorite groups, the ones that I have albums of, are Monsta X and VIX, but I also love girl groups. I casually listen to other groups, but those are the 2 that I actually collect most albums for. I also enjoy movies to an extent, and I enjoy TV shows that I've already seen for the most part. So I like familiarity in myself. My favorite TV show is RuPaul's Drag Race. I have watched almost every season except for Canada's Drag Race and the upcoming Holland one, but that one hasn't even aired yet at the recording of this video. But I've watched every single other season that exists under the sun, and I love Drag Race very, very much. So I hope to incorporate all my interests into this channel, even though reading will be the most important thing. So what I plan to do on this channel is not necessarily all the confines of a typical booktube channel. I won't be doing hauls for the most part because I gain access to reading in cheaper or free alternatives. I used to frequent used bookstores, but I can't really do that as much anymore. So I have gotten this app on my phone through my library, my city library, and it allows me to listen to audiobooks and read ebooks for free with my library card. So that's how I've been gaining access to all the books that I read. I also get plenty of books as gifts, because that's really all I ask for during the holidays. And I also tend to borrow from my best friend, who is also an avid reader. I hope you're watching. I also don't know if I will be doing too many TBR or wrap-ups. I might try to do those quarterly or just periodically, because as much as I do read, I don't read that frequently. I can't read that fast. If I read too fast, I skim. So I try to read a bit slower, but I'm not going to be reading 10 books a month. I'm going to say that right now. I can't read 10 books a month. So I will be doing a lot of reading vlogs, I hope, so I can get firsthand, immediate, visceral reactions to the things that I like or don't like, and I hope that those will be entertainment enough. I also have a reading poster that was given to me by my cousin, and it is 100 books to read in a lifetime, and I plan to read those before my lifetime is over, so you might see a bit of discussion on that in my videos as well. But those will probably be in reading vlogs. So, yep. That was me skimming through the Booktube Newbie Tag and avoiding it as much as possible in my discussion. Here's my introduction. This is me. This is all I am. I hope you join me, and you join me on my escapades of reading and not staring directly into the camera and keep looking at myself on my screen. Hopefully I get more comfortable on camera, because I can't wait to show myself and my ideas and all the books that I have. So thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share. Please don't share my videos. I don't want anyone to see this. I will be happy if I even get 50 views on a video and 2 comments and 7 dislikes. I can't wait to share my ideas with the internet. Okay, bye! Spent the whole video watching my flyaways, watching my thick chunks of hair, just, oh boy. And how many times do I touch my glasses? I didn't realize until now that my face is crooked, so I'm gonna be staring at that for the rest of my days, so that's great. I'm gonna put this away in my next videos because this was a lot. Relatable content. Like this video if you're left-handed. I'm left-handed. Woo!